All right, guys. Black Hive, we miss you. It is Friday, May 1st, 2020, closer and closer to the end of this, so we can get back in here and use the gyms up for everything they're worth. These spaces are looking amazing. Today we have a strength of 20 alternating Turkish get-ups. Slow movement. Make sure you're thinking methodically through the movement and hitting every pivot point in the Turkish get-up using an appropriate load. This is not for time. You just want to make that transition from left to right, back to left, briskly, just moving and getting up nice and easy. This is about shoulder strength, stability, and making sure that those shoulders are getting that therapy that they need so that when we are back in doing our jerks and doing our snatches, doing our push presses, that our shoulders aren't just going to get ripped apart because they weaken from lack of use over this period of quarantine. So make sure you're paying attention to the points of pivot in the video. Make sure you're taking your time. You can rest up a little bit using a moderate load. So average 55 or a 70-pound kettlebell for our men and a 35, possibly a 45 for our women. If not, just load appropriately. If it feels too heavy and your arm's bending and you can't seem to get up without hitting every pivot point with a slight pause, make sure to go a little bit lighter. You don't have to use a kettlebell. You can use anything, an odd object. You can use a jug of water. You can use a light sandbag. If you have a 20-pound sandbag, you could use a small slam ball. You could even use, just to do the movement, a softball, holding the softball up and pressing up to the ceiling the entire time. Once we're done with that, we got a fun little WOD here. It's 3 rounds for time, true CrossFit, little triplet, 15 power cleans, 15 thrusters, 800-meter run. This is gonna be a little bit of a burner. We got 115 and 75. So hopefully, in a perfect world, we can do 15 power cleans unbroken. Slight pause, maybe 10 seconds rest. We go right into our 15 thrusters, unbroken. Drop that and we get out for our run. 800-meter run after those 2 movements. I would say realistically, maybe 5 to 6 minutes, at the very most 6 minutes of running, so that we're not overtaxing ourselves and lengthening the WOD any further than what we need to, and we're keeping our heart rate up. Back to our second and our third round. Big points of performance here that we want to talk about as it relates to WOD preparation is do 14 power cleans, rest after your 14th, pick it up, power clean, make sure you get that full extension, and then right into your front squat for your first thruster. So get your rest after your 14th power clean, boom. Now you're not doing an extra power clean to get that thruster up. All right, guys, if you're doing this at home, that's fine. Hope you have some sandbags, kettlebells, dumbbells, if you don't have a barbell. Again, remember those barbells are going to be a lighter load, feeling at least, than kettlebells or dumbbells. So make sure you're loading appropriately. I would propose that power cleans 15 with a 50-pound dumbbell is gonna be pretty tough. It's 15 pounds lighter, and then especially those thrusters with 50-pound dumbbells, 15 of those would absolutely crush me. So think in terms of that, maybe 35s are gonna be a little bit more relevant, especially for getting into that 800-meter run. Maybe 50-pound power cleans if you have that, and then 35 for our thrusters. So just make sure that you're thinking in terms of those thrusters being very, very difficult over those power cleans if you're using dumbbells or kettlebells. If that's not enough for you, we got our built 3 rounds for time. This is gonna be real conducive with getting knocked out at home. 3 rounds for time, 50 air squats, 25 push-ups, 200-meter run, 20 and a 14-pound vest if you have that vest. The idea behind this is unbroken 50, unbroken 25. Hopefully you can knock out 25 unbroken push-ups with minimal rest between each set or each rep with that vest on, getting into a 200-meter run. If you're looking, our big push typically during this time of the year, especially May 1st, getting to Murph. So this is kind of Murph training. So really think about this when you're moving, what Murph is gonna look like for you, because we're gonna be knocking out Murph at each of the gyms come Memorial Day. Hopefully we'll be out of this quarantine thing all the way, and we can get as many people in the gyms as humanly possible doing pull-ups, push-ups, air squats, and those runs with those vests on. So lots of Murph training coming up. I can't wait to see your guys' score. I can't wait to get my scores on the board. Can't wait to see you guys in the gym. We really, really miss you. Trust me. everyone, Daniel, Rainey, Aaron, myself, Jenny, we all love and miss you guys and can't wait to see you real soon.